Hello, I just finished early voting and it continues all through the week from 10 to 6. I just came from Castleberry Library. So I pretty much voted for someone that I felt would align with what I stood for. Since my candidate, Elizabeth Warren, was forced to drop out because of this country's misogynistic, sexist, bigotry, male chauvinist behavior that is plaguing our country and plaguing our party, I voted for someone that I felt would more likely align with what she stood for. And what I need to say, though, is that unfortunately President Obama was not on the ballot. I voted for him twice, and I can't vote on nostalgia. I have to vote on the issues. And besides, if I work for a company or somebody and I was like their sidekick for 8 years as their assistant, and now I'm going for that same position that they were in because they've since moved on. However, they are very silent. They're not giving a reference. I would have to wonder, what am I doing wrong? So once again, I'm not voting on nostalgia. I'm voting on the issues, because there are so many marginalized communities that are suffering, impacted, impoverished, black, brown, and white communities that are basically trying to find shelter, put food on their table, and get health insurance or health coverage for their basic medical needs. We have a crisis that is going on right now, and we are so ill prepared. What I do know is that 45 is not going to be giving up his office right away. He's not going to be easy when it comes to election, and he needs someone that can give it right back to him. Someone who has history, who's been consistent in fighting for rights of humankind and of living things and of the environment. I know that for sure that there's a lot of hatred talking about this whole election, and eventually in the end, whoever win, because I do believe that 45 needs to be gone, I will vote for that person. But in the meantime, I have to make my vote really count, and my vote has to go based on the issues, and it's based on gun violence, it's based on climate change. Yes, climate change is real. We should not have Alaska at 65, 70 degrees, and we are here in Florida at 30 degrees. There's a lot going on within our environment that we need to discuss, because science is real. I also know that we can't have children in cages. We can't have immigration policies that affect people so negatively. We have schools that are severely underfunded. Betty DeVos needs to leave because she's doing a horrible job at our public school system. We have gun violence that is plaguing our country. We also have where we impoverished people that are still having to pay their taxes, whereas we have billion-dollar companies that are not. I shouldn't have to give that much percentage of my nursing salary to pay for my taxes, and it's not going to the place that it needs to go to. I'm voting on the issues. I'm voting for someone that can stand up to 45. I'm voting for someone who is just as radical as he is, and if it comes to where people are more afraid of radical changes, to give people medical insurance, free education, public service, and if they think that is radical, but then it's okay to have 45 have kids in cages, have no clue about what to do with the environment, then I'm on the ballot, then please, you can't vote for me because we don't align for the same issues. I align for people because people matter. People matter. Making sure that they can eat, making sure that they have a place to stay, making sure that if they're sick that they can go to the hospital, go to a doctor, because medical coverage is a basic human right. I don't like this ugliness. However, I was feeling the burn because I know, after hearing over and over again, that I believe that he is the right change that we need. I believe it. And I believe that when we open up the other candidate, Obama's not going to pop out. Everyone has their own thinking about that. But a deep part of me feel like this is why it's happening. Have a good day. Please go out and vote. No matter what, this is democracy. Your vote counts. Your vote matters. And in the end, please, November, make the biggest sacrifice and make sure that we vote Trump out. Thank you.